Hi, friends. Hi, friends. Okay, where do I begin? I am at Maddie's house. And I figured because I'm here at Maddie's house, just Maddie, that I thought maybe we should hang out for like an hour or so. Hey there. Hi. Welcome. Come on in. We're going to chat and we're going to stretch at the same time. Why not? If you're wondering why the background is different, I am at Maddie's house. Maddie, come here. Come here. Maddie is. There she is. Hi. Happy New Year, everyone. I figured, let's hang out for a little bit. Let's chat it out. Hi, Teresa. Hi, Roxanne. Hi, Lisa. Look, she is too much. Anytime I try to do something, she's like, rub my face until it comes off, right? Yeah. Maddie, you gonna say hi? Here, I'll move over. Okay. Okay. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. And this is it. This is the extent of it, friends. This is how we're hanging out for the rest of the evening. Who? Hi, Dawn. So I'm gonna clear all the confusion. Maddie is not actually my dog. She is excuse me, I babysit her when her owner travels. And it's Barry and I have a great relationship, and I'm very thankful that she allows me and she entrusts me to babysit Maddie when she travels, and I've been watching her ever since. Hey there! Oh, look at you. Let's put on the New Year's Eve makeup. Hi, Myrna, what's up? Thank you, Tracy. Happy New Year's. I am not going to Times Square. Woo! Woo! Sorry about that. Sorry about that interruption. What am I saying? What was I going to say? I lost my train of thought. This is going to be a great chat. We're off to a great start. Yeah, Times Square is a lot. It's a lot. And you know what? That's fine. Oh, is Maddie going to... Oh, God. Censor. Oh, no. This is not for the children, Maddie. It's not for the children. Of course. She wants to hump the lavender velvet pillow while I'm on the chat. Excuse me. Excuse me, ma'am. Ma'am. Right, the first thing you see when coming onto this New Year's Eve chat is this one humping the pillow. We're nasty over here. So fun to see some of you guys in Michelle Wong's chat. That was a fun time. And I decided to chat it up for a little bit because I didn't do a proper New Year's roundup video because I'm just in my head about putting out content. And I was like, you didn't even acknowledge the fact that it's the end of the year. So why don't we just round it, spend a little bit of the last moments of 2019 together, because you, friends, have made this an exceptional year, as I had mentioned in my last chat. Yes, you needed to get that last humping. You need to get it all out. You got to get the anxiety out. Yes, Michelle, I'm happy you were able to catch a chat. So I decided to say, again, thank you so much for making it an exceptional year. And it really takes a village. It takes a village. My engagement has really grown over the year. It's a lot of work, but it's nice to know that it's worth it. In the end, where you have a really supportive community that's so you guys are so giving in terms of just tagging me on Instagram, sending me DMs, commenting on my videos, and having dialogue there. It's really, I'm so grateful for it. And I wanted to spend some time with you all for, just a little bit on the New Year's Eve night. That's it, Kinky Sit Squad, all the way. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I have a blast doing reviews and talking about makeup and other things. And, in terms of what my content will look like next year, I'm trying to think out of the box of makeup and maybe do like question and answer. Maybe I'll even do the assumptions tag. I don't know. And other things. Thank you, Lisa. I really appreciate it. Hi, Laura. Thank you. Yes, I really, and I hate the fact that I'm not better about answering more comments. So I'm trying, that's a goal, if you will, moving into the new year, where I would like to devote some of my time answering your comments extensively. She's at it again. You know why? You know why she's at it again? She's thinking about Henry Cavill. I couldn't help myself. I had to go there. Oh gosh. So, okay. Anyway, what are you all doing for New Year's Eve? I know, it's so funny when Michelle was talking about Henry, how her and Kate don't see it. That's how I feel about some actors as well. You know what I mean? Like, people love Benedict Cumberbatch. People love him. Sending him all these thirsty tweets and stuff. I gotta say, while I admire Benedict's acting abilities, he's not causing any climate change in these undies. That's all I'm saying, okay? That's all I'm saying. But Henry, he's moving glaciers. And listen, I understand that some, he is a great Sherlock. I have to agree with that. He is a great Sherlock. And that's what I say, and I agree. Like, I love some of the characters that he's played, and he has a really strong presence. I love him as, I am such a bad Marvel fan right now. Doctor Strange. I love him as Doctor Strange. I think he's a great Doctor Strange. I'm definitely more Marvel than I am DC. Although I love me some Henry, I love Marvel more. I'm more of a Marvel fan than I am DC. Thank you for coming by. And I'm happy to know. Okay, so we love Liam. You know who I love as well? Not that I have like crazy dirty fantasies with him, but Chris Evans is really cool. I like him too. I thought Doctor Strange was a good movie. So Doctor Strange was a good movie. What was the only Marvel movie that I wasn't crazy about was Captain Marvel, and it sucks. It sucks that I was not crazy about that movie. Because all the Marvel movies before that were hitting it. Thor, another one, hitting it, man. Chris Pine as well. So when Captain Marvel came out, I was like, oh my God. Don't worry about it, Lisa. Don't worry about it. So funny fact, I'm not a huge comic book head in that I collect comics, but I'm very much into that. Like, I used to collect the X-Men cards, like a nerd. And I used to draw myself in different like versions of myself. Like, one day I was a ninja warrior, and the other day I was like a fairy warrior, like this crazy person in her headspace in living all these alternate lives, like as a character. So anytime I see fantasy genre movies, Ryan Reynolds is a good one as well, fantasy genre movies and TV shows, I always have a soft spot. Hey, Makeup Vixen, what's up? I'm not an artist. I went to a comic book drawing class once, but I failed. Storm is my favorite as well. I have a Storm drinking glass, and it's my favorite. My boyfriend gave it to me. Psylocke, I love as well. I loved her in I have a card of Psylocke that's one of my favorites. And I used to totally geek out during high school. I have a lot of anime DVDs, okay? Anime was my favorite style of drawing. I wish I knew and I tried, but I failed miserably. And that's why I do makeup instead. So makeup is definitely my way of channeling that urge to create with some sort of medium that I can't translate on paper. Yes, Chad, dancing Ninja Fairy Queen all the way. So makeup was a way for me to access color and different types of textures. But yeah, and sometimes, I could draw some cool anime eyes if I really wanted to focus on it and do it. But, something that I was never good at. Was never good at. I am not going to Times Square. I'm actually in Jersey. I'm in Jersey. And babysitting Maddie, where she's all, Maddie, I see your butt. I see your butt, Maddie. Boop, 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 boop. I still watch anime. You know what I saw last night that I paid $20 for on YouTube, but it's okay, it was worth it? Spirited Away. I love that movie. Hayao Miyazaki is like one of my most favorite. Thank you, Kara. Happy New Year. You know what I mean? Right, she's done. She's done. I love all those movies. I love those movies. I love the storyline. I love everything about the illustration in the movie. It's like, it is. I'm spirited away when I watch that movie. It's amazing. Yes, I love that one as well. I love that. Kiki's delivery service is amazing too. I love that too. So Barry has Altis 1, and because she's the account holder, I think she could only be the one to add the apps from her end, so I didn't want to bother her, so I just bought the movie from YouTube. Cowboy Bebop, yes! Yes! That was a good one as well. Inuyasha is on Netflix too. Hi, Venice, what's up? I like Inuyasha as well. That's a fun. Okay. Space. Princess Mononoke is a deep movie. I love that movie. It's like a darker Fern Gully. For me. Oh, we're gonna do frog. Oh, we're gonna stretch these hips while we chat. That is true. I think Inuyasha gets repetitive because it's like that demon ninja genre that is also a favorite of mine. Thank you. That is, yes. A Mononoke tattoo is hardcore, but I understand if you're a fan. So this is what I think about. So in terms of right now, everyone's talking about The Witcher. I understand that as someone who excuse me, she heard something. As someone who understands fantasy genre, I do know and understand that a show needs to be good enough to appeal to all sectors of the audience, right? So you have to be able to be a good show for those who are not fans. And that's only fair because you can't expect someone to go and read and know about all the backstories about said show or said game or whatever. So I totally get it. What's a fantasy genre series that's really good that you feel that appeals to a larger audience and not just like the fans of either the comic or the game or what have you? Thank you, Laura. You're so kind. Thank you for saying that. We could always devote a little bit of the chat towards Henry. Yeah, I agree. Game of Thrones, Harry Potter. Game of Thrones just set the bar so high for fantasy. So high. It's hard. it's hard to align with that. Ooh, Happy New Year, Ellie! Happy New Year. Lord of the Rings is another one too. I think that was a great series. It's okay. It's okay. Yes, Lord of the Rings is definitely fantasy dwarf. What is that anime called? The elf's name is Deedlit. I forgot the name of the anime series with the character Deedlit. What is that name? I forgot. Endgame was amazing too. Endgame, if you didn't see all the Marvel movies leading up to Endgame, you will be so confused. Thank you so much. I know. Now it's bothering me. It was an anime version of Lord of the Rings, basically, but I forgot the name of it. Like, you had the boy that was trying to be a knight and prove himself, and they went on this quest, and of course, the quest had to have the elf and the dwarf and, like, the ex-knight. Deadpool is good as well. I love Deadpool. The first Deadpool was amazing because it was so unexpected. The way they wrote it is genius. Really? Get out of here. I have to check that out for surezies. I love all these suggestions. Dark Tower, was that a remake, Kara? Oh no! It all depends. I think there's some anime on Netflix. I don't know what the content is on Hulu. Someone's saying that they love the Sonaji brushes. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Dark Crystal's also on Netflix. Yes. Yes. That anime is going to bother me. Watch. When I figure it out, I'm going to put it on the community board. Because this is very serious. Very serious. VRV is the best option for anime. Is that an app? Stranger Things, I think Stranger Things is more sci-fi. I think because like fantasy for me, when I think fantasy, I think dragons. And when I think Stranger Things, I think sci-fi. But I could be wrong. I like Gundam Wing. I like the robot genre too in anime. Yeah, I agree. Stranger Things is... I've seen The Witcher. I like The Witcher. I'm not sure if I'm in the minority or the majority, but I liked it. I understand that there were a lot of timeline jumps, that it was probably a little hard to follow towards the middle, but it all came together in the end. I thought. But again, I love fantasy. So, you know what I mean? Yes, thank you. Yes, thank you. That was it. Lodos War. Yes. Hi, Jilly. Thank you. Alexis, stop The Witcher to come to this chat. Get out. Love, Death, and Robots is really fun too. I love those short story films. They're great. I did get that in the mail. I also saw, we went from anime to Pat McGrath. That Pat McGrath announced that Golden Opulence would be available on January 2nd, but it was available for a short time on Selfridges, I think 2 days ago. You know what I wanted to talk about? I finished The Witcher and I was sad. I was sad because the next season is not going to be until 2021. And then I was like, what am I going to do? That's why I don't watch series, because I get like this. And this is what I remember when I used to watch Buffy the Vampire Slayer. religiously, okay, came on every week. And because of that, it was a longer TV schedule. And by the time the season ended, you were closer to the next season's beginning. And it didn't feel like a forever, right? But since we're now, all the content is available for us to see in like one day, it seems like forever to wait for the next season. Buffy the Vampire Slayer, that whole era, Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Did I watch that? I don't think I did. Yes, I need to watch C. I heard C was really good. Now that's like post-apocalyptic genre. Think that's the genre my boyfriend really likes, like Walking Dead, all that, you know, post when the world ends, what happens to the people. I never got into True Blood. I know. I'm sorry. I never got into it. So I have to, and again, this is why I don't watch series, because I get so into it and I get so sad when it ends because I have to wait forever, me, like not just me, for the next season when I really love it. I did not. Oh, American Horror Stories. Ugh. What's your favorite season? What's your favorite season? Season 1 was my favorite. Season 1 was my favorite because it was unexpected. It was unexpected. I saw the poster of the person covered in a black latex. We're talking about American Horror Story. And I was like, what is this? What is this gonna be, right? And then I saw the first episode and I was like, oh, this is what we're going in, okay? So Murder House, and I liked Asylum. Asylum got a little weird with the alien thing, but Coven I loved. I was so mad about Freak Show because I love circus. So when I saw that, I lost it, like during the middle of the season for Freak Show. I just could not get it. I thought I wanted Apocalypse to be a better ending. I wasn't Black Mirror. We're going to talk about Black Mirror in a minute. I wanted Apocalypse to be a better ending. I didn't feel as satisfied at the end of Apocalypse. I think I love Coven. Murder House is better. Murder House is better. I think it's just a different, first of all, Jessica freaking Lange, are you kidding me? That role and the monologue at the end and like the last episode, crazy. Chad, Apocalypse was a mistake. I said what I said. The concept was good. I liked the beginning. The first episode of Apocalypse was like really intense. Really intense. I was like, oh boy. Exactly. Jessica Lange, for me, I forgot how many seasons. Oh, Hotel. I liked Hotel. I actually saw American Horror Story Hotel on Netflix, not when it was on FX. Yes, I think Murder House was based on a true story. Roanoke was crazy. What was 1984? Did it come in, like, do you even stick? What was 1984 about? I was like, is this Jason? Is this like old school campfire murder in the woods? Oh, that's such a shame. That's such a shame. American Horror Story, what are you doing? American Horror Story started off so strong, friends. Lady Gaga was great in Hotel. I agree. I agree. And I love the characters. I love the different stories within the season, how they all connected. I really liked Hotel a lot. So I would say, dare I say, for me, Hotel was better than Coven. Although I love my witches. I do. I do, I do. You know what I mean, Portia? Apocalypse did have the potential to be an epic crossover of all the seasons, and it just fell flat. It fell flat. You know what I mean? That's why, oh my goodness me. That's why Murder House is my favorite, because there were some moments in that season where I was like, wow. Harlot's SO1, SO2. Was that an American Horror Story? Oh, Emily, we're talking American Horror Story. But I also wanted to mention, well, we were talking about American Horror Story. Oh, Black Mirror. Black Mirror is on Netflix, is a series that has standalone episodes, but it's like a modern day Twilight Zone, 10 times more intense. Chad, Hotel had a demon in the mattress molesting its residents like that is horror. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Let's chat Black Mirror. I can only take so much of Black Mirror at once. I don't know if it's because I'm a person that emotionally invests, but it's like it leaves you thinking. You're like, oh wow. I also mentioned this in Kate's video, Kate's chat last night. Hereditary. That freaking movie. Thank you, Laura. Thank you for coming. I'll see you soon. That freaking movie, Hereditary, was too much. Was too much. I was not ready for that movie. I mean, and also when you read about like how it was filmed and all these like Easter eggs in there and how it all connects is crazy. I don't want to share it in case you want to watch it, but you know, it's about demon cults. I have not watched You. I have not watched You. No worries, Jacqueline. Come on in. And I also love The Conjuring. The Conjuring is like a drug I know I should not take. It's like I love to be scared. I love to be scared, but it's not good for me. I think The Conjuring is on Netflix. I have not seen Us. I have to see Us. You okay? Gotta watch You then. Gotta watch it. But no, I did not watch The Strain. You know a movie I refuse to watch? Human Centipede. When I heard how the doctor in that movie treats his victims, I was like, no way. No way. I cannot. You know what? There's some horror movies that I could push through, okay? Again, Conjuring, I freaking love that movie. I think it's one of the best movies in the Conjuring universe. 2 I love too. 2 I like, but 1 is better. But the Human Centipede, no. First of all, centipedes are my phobia. My phobia. I see one and I want to die. That's very dramatic. And I shouldn't talk about death like that when talking about an insect that's clearly smaller than me. But friends, when I see it, and of course, too many legs, Sylvie, too many legs. You know what I mean? Just the title in itself. We're talking about horror movies that we cannot watch because it's just too much. No way. Oh, you know what I mean? Anything crawly. Oh my gosh. So I saw one in my boyfriend's. Bye. Love you, my love. I saw one in my boyfriend's apartment and I was like, and he was like, what's wrong with you? I'm like, you don't understand. I don't like them. Kill it. And they're like, and you know what he said to me, friends? I feel bad about killing it. Oh, I almost knocked over the table. I was like, what? What? Are you kidding me? You better kill that thing. You better kill it now. I don't want it alive. I don't want it alive. So, anyway, that's as dramatic as I'm gonna get on this chat, friends, talking about centipedes. You know, can't kill it, Venice. Can't do it. Oh my gosh. You know what? And that's fine. Toss it out, let it live, but get it out of my sight. I don't want to know that it's in the same space as I am. Ignorance sometimes is bliss. Yes. Ooh, gosh. So all in all, that's why I could not watch Human Centipede, because in the movie they do. Okay, let's talk about it. In this movie, what they do is, I can't even. The crazy scientist doctor attaches 3 humans so they could live off each other like a human centipede. I don't want any part of it. I don't want any part of it. No, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. Exactly. Yeah. Oh, I watched Paranormal Activity. Woo! Also, Insidious was scary too. Cassandra, we're talking about scary movies. We're talking about scary movies on this New Year's Eve. Let's talk about something else. I agree. Let's talk about something else. We got it. Horror, not my favorite. Sometimes I like it, but some things I can't take. What I wanted to talk about was happy that Pat McGrath actually gave many an opportunity to buy Decadence. So what happened is that people who reached out to her via Instagram were sent a special link, apparently. And that link then led you to the website and people were able to buy Decadence. So here's the thing. And a lot of people were upset because some people were sharing the link and they were like, this link is for those who did not have an opportunity to buy the palette. Why are you sharing this link? And I understand that, absolutely. But I also understand the need to help everyone in terms of in your head to help those who didn't have a chance to buy the palette initially. But because namely it was, people were upset about the fact that the link was live and that the vultures were going to buy more again. I think the vultures screwed themselves, to be quite frank. Like no one's gonna buy those palettes because consumers are like, no way. No way. Oh, good. Thank you so much, Sasha. I really appreciate that. And so going forward, I think people, first of all, going into 2020 in regards to Pat McGrath, Michelle brought this up and I agree with her. Pat runs her brand as she wants to run her brand. And as someone who's so passionate about makeup, it's not the hype. It's okay to hype up your product, okay? If you're a proud brand owner and you create something and you want to create excitement, that's fine. But when you are creating the confusion and like the marketing, like you could only buy this on IG and you could only buy this on my website, you could only get this in Selfridges, when the marketing is not streamlined, that's when we have issues, okay? And I think that's what happened. Hype is fun. It's fun. I like when she does her little teasers on Instagram, when she does like the color or her little videos that she does that are inspired by the palettes that she's about to release. I think that's all great content. And as a brand owner, I think that's fine to do. You know what I mean? But it's when you are so all over the place with where your products are being released, it turns the consumers off. And my girl Valerie, she got like free Chanel towels because she bought from Chanel like throughout the year. You know, it'll be nice. It'll be nice, Pat, if just as an incentive, you know, if someone is buying your palettes throughout the year, maybe a bomber jacket at the end of the year, maybe a Pat McGrath Labs duffel at the end of the year. I don't know. I think it's just a nice gesture. It's a nice gesture for a luxury brand to do. You know what I mean? A sweatshirt? Something. That's all I'm saying. So again, Pat is allowed to hype. I think hype is fun, especially when she does it as an artist. I think it's so beautifully done. But these last couple of releases have been so nuts that it really just, it discourages you to buy from the brand again. And I hate that because I want Pat to win. I want her to win. People are like, sometimes they bring her down. And when she does this, it's like she's giving them even more reason to. And I don't want that. So I'm not sure if this was her decision or her marketing team decision. Get them out. Hire someone else, okay? I don't know if this was her idea or her marketing team's idea. So you're gonna have, first of all, you're gonna have limited edition items, limit the purchase quantity, okay? And just be more straightforward about when these products are releasing. That's all I wanted. And maybe a bonus at the end of the year. Please do not buy the overpriced palettes. Let those vultures sit in all those palettes that they bought from those who deserve to have them. A-holes. Cassandra asked if that secret link was scarcity marketing. Scarcity marketing, it could have been. Because it's sad to know that I'm not sure if they only released a set amount for the first initial release for Mothership 4 Decadence. And then they were like, okay, well, that didn't go out so well, so let's send out the secret link to customers to get the Decadence palette. You know, just that's how brand. Pat's not the only one that's doing that. It's ill-timed, and is not really working in her favor. But a lot of brands do that, like had before her. But unfortunately, this was such a bad release. I mean, how could all those palettes be sold out in such a short amount of time? I think it was really the vultures. But then, I mean, she obviously had more palettes because she was able to sell them for those who had the secret link. Pat did confirm that Golden Opulence will be at Sephora, but we do not have a date confirmed. So it will be at Sephora, however. I buy Pat's products either from Sephora or patmcgrath.com. But her delivery alerts were all over the place. And I failed to mention this before in my last chat. I feel the whole delivery debacle started with her foundation release. A lot of people, when they bought her foundation from her website months ago, it took a long time for those orders to dispatch. And then with Divine Rose, I mistakenly said that Divine Rose was only available on the Selfridges app. It was available, I think, on her site for a short time. It released on her site for a short time. And then word is out that Divine Rose might actually re-release in the spring, which I think is something nice. But in regards to Decadence Mothership 4, a lot of people who expressed their disappointment in that Star Wars collaboration, she had then sent them an email link to give them another chance to buy Decadence. I agree, Toya, that she does not give enough information about her palette's release. Or it's very hard to follow, right? Because then Galactic Gold was only available on IG on this day. Then early access is at 9 instead of 12. Like stuff like that could be very confusing. Yes, Lisa. I think Lisa is the Star Wars palettes at Selfridges. Oh, I will definitely showcase more brands in Pat McGrath. It just happened to, the timing was not on my side. Timing was not on my side since all this happened in one portion of the month. Like, I filmed with the new Fenty eyeshadows today, so that's coming. I did my best brushes of 2019, that's coming. So we're taking a break. We're taking a little break from Pat. I know that you guys really wanted to see Galactic Gold and Dark Galaxy in action, so that's why I uploaded them back to back. Charlotte Tilbury is releasing more pillow talk. She's releasing more pillow talk. Big surprise. Big surprise. Oh my goodness me. So thank you so much. Thank you. I love doing the 3 looks in one palette as well. I'm going to keep doing those. In regards to which I like more, Galactic Gold or Dark Galaxy, ooh, that's tough. I'm going to have to give it to Dark Galaxy. Yes, and Pat McGrath lipstick order debacle was not great either, unfortunately. Lisa, I bought the 4 Fenty palettes from Sephora. I have 1, 2, 3, and 7. What? No, yeah, I'm definitely not gonna abandon Pat, but I do realize that my content was very Pat heavy for the last few videos. So we will take a break, come back. I'm trying to give as many brands as much love as I can, so that's why it seems. And you know, I always try to aim for 2 to 3 videos a week, so. Uh-oh, Kimberly, that's no good. I hope you get a new update. Oh, you know what my friend Danielle suggested that we can do in the new year, friends? So hear me out. For new content, for a Shop My Stash video, I will do a poll on my community board with palettes that I already own, and you let me know which palette to do a 3-look video with. So that's what we'll do also. Sounds like a plan? Cool. Bye, Shara. Have a great New Year's Eve. Oh, your Decadence has been in Jersey for 4 days. Tell it to get out. We gotta get out. There is a new ABH palette coming again. Again? ABH is a brand that I got ABH fatigue in 2019 for sure. For sure. Do you plan to make a 2020 resolution? I do not. It's not that I don't believe in resolutions. I do believe in lifestyle changes. I do believe in making a game plan and to be really honest with oneself to know what one is capable of realistically, right? For instance, nutrition, okay? People make a lot of nutrition resolutions before we head into the new year. And what I see a lot of is intense dieting and not tackling the true issue, right? So instead of saying, I'm going to eat better in the new year, perhaps we could dissect what that means for you, and especially me. Like, even before the new year, I was like, hey, you're having a lot of snacks. You're having a lot of snacks, Alicia, that you don't need to have. And I don't want that to sound like I'm depriving myself. Listen, I love my cookies. I love my popcorn. I love a lot of fun treats. But I know that sometimes I just eat just to eat. And it's not really good for my insides, right? High sugar foods are not great. So that's why I try to limit that. And if I am going to have that, then I gotta burn it. I have to burn it. So if you're gonna have cookies, Alicia, you better do some handstands, okay? So that's that. So that's the exchange I have with myself. You know what I mean? So in terms of resolutions, yes, it's good to have them, but don't feel like you have to accomplish it within a day, friends. Okay? Lifestyle changes are not easy. They're not easy. They're not easy. They take a lot of time. They take a lot of discipline. So, thank you, Jenna. Hi, Jenna. Water intake, drink as much as you can when you can remember. And alternate, if you like to drink other types of beverages, try to alternate with water more often. Exactly. It's not a sprint. It's a marathon. And it's boring, okay? Making good nutrition choices and going to exercise is not glamorous. It's not glamorous. And this is what I also watch Every Damn Day Fitness. I watch Alan Roberts. I really like his content as well. He says it, he tells the truth. All these fitness influencers you see on Instagram, fake. It's not giving you a realistic view of what it's like to be fit. Okay? It's really hard. And for some people, being fit is not their job. So a lot of these fitness influencers, that's all they do. That's all they do. They work out. Working out is their job. So of course they're going to have a six-pack all the time. You know what I mean? Of course they're going to have the finances to eat well and to just work out all day. The average person does not have that same schedule. So when people see that, it's discouraging. It's discouraging. So listen, I'm in the fitness industry. It's terrible. The fitness industry has failed us, friends. They have failed us in terms of what it's turned into in the influencer space is not realistic. A lot of these people are not suited to be teachers, okay? They're only teachers because they're popular, and now they have to teach classes to continue on their popularity numbers. And they don't even know what they're doing. And this advice that they're giving to people is not relatable. It's not relatable at all. You know what I mean? Exactly. I agree, Gita. It's very similar to the beauty industry as well. Right. Has anything positive has really come from the influencer space? Great point. Whether it be beauty or fitness, it all kind of sucks, I gotta say. It all gotta sucks. I just want to move more. I drive 45 minutes each way. No, come back. So this is what I'm saying, right? If you have a lifestyle that's not conducive to movement, that's where the challenge is, right? And this is what's not spoken about as often as it should be, okay? Is more about what are exercises I can do to give me a good butt? What can I do during my day that will help me manage my time better so that I could devote some of that time to movement? I want that advice. That advice is more valuable for someone who is struggling to find that time in their day. And to know it's okay to not work out for an hour. Listen, if you have 20 minutes, do whatever you can with it. I don't care if it's arm circles, okay? You got to do what you got to do. Because you know why? Then you start, Happy New Year, Denise. You start to build more habits. You start to build those little things that you do, those little everyday changes that you do add up. And your brain and your body remembers, you'll be able to adapt, and then you'll condition yourself to then move more. Instead of getting stressed out about not doing the hour ab and butt whatever video that you have saved on your YouTube. You know what I mean? So if anything, if you guys, yes, Toya, walk the stairs instead of the using the escalator is a great one. Exactly. Just get moving and grooving. Get moving and grooving and do what you can. It's helpful. And I'm not saying Alicia, what is this Orange Theory? Orange Theory is a boutique fitness method where you go through different circuits. So you could walk, run, or jog on the treadmill, then you switch and do a strength training exercise, and then you switch again. It's like high intensity training. And it's modifiable. Here's the thing with Orange Theory that I'm not crazy about because I've taken their classes. Orange Theory, I feel they need hey Melissa, they need two coaches in one room because it's a little bit of a free-for-all. Like if you're doing a strength exercise that you haven't done before, you need a little more guidance and you need a little more modifications to get from. And I feel that's lacking in Orange Theory. Happy New Year, Melissa Q. If you haven't checked out Melissa Q, I did a collab with her this year. Her. It is more risk of injury. I agree. I saw something about intermittent fasting. I feel what intermittent fasting is just skipping a meal and just eating less. Someone thought Orange Theory was just drinking the special orange juice and that's the secret. If only that was it. But intermittent fasting, like for instance, I skip dinner. And because I eat around 4 or 5 o'clock, and that's not because I force myself to, that's just sometimes my day. Like the window of time that I have is only available for me to eat before I have to teach or train. And if for dinner, I'll probably just have like a protein, like water or a nut juice with protein powder or something for dinner. If I train that day and my muscles need the whatever. But that's really what it is. So intermittent fasting is just for someone to kind of have a handle of their eating schedule because it forces you to say, okay, 6 p.m., you're done. I do the Garden of Life. I think that's pretty good. It's not the most, thank you. Someone said they like my nails. New Year's Eve nails coming at you. Woo, woo. So that's what I would say, friends. I would say don't stress about doing the most right away in regards to fitness and nutrition. Oh no, ruptured disc in your lower back, Holly. Strengthen your glutes. Definitely attack from the pelvis. Chat, listen, I'm having cookies and popcorn for my dinner tonight. I'm rounding out this New Year's with indulging in all my food vices. That's how I'm ending the year. That's how I'm ending the year. Right. So if you have a food allergy, it does make it quite challenging in terms of creating meal plans or what have you to stick with, especially if they're very inflammatory. I like Tate's cookies, chocolate chip cookies. One of my favorites, and Levan, of course. Kate the Great and I have to go to Levan. And I'm going to come over. She doesn't have a choice. I'm coming over to Kate the Great's house. Thank you, Venice, for coming. Thank you, Pam. I will enjoy my snacks. No, I don't think intermittent fasting could backfire because I think it's just intermittent fasting is just about your flow, right? So I don't skip breakfast because I skip dinner. So if because I'm skipping dinner, then I'm eating breakfast, but by the time I'm eating breakfast, I haven't eaten maybe for like 14 hours. I have my classes on Supersheet. It's an app that you can get a month trial. It is $12 a month. If you try it out for the month and you're not crazy about it, you could just opt out. But that's where I put all my bar and flexibility content. Yeah, if intermittent fasting is, I think it's a trendy thing now. Is a trendy thing. It's something that has been done before, but now it just has a name. So it sounds more appealing to a lot of people. And again, it really all depends on your schedule. If something works out better for you, then works out better for you. But this is what we have to remember, everyone. You ready? What works for you or what works for someone else might not work for you, and vice versa. I'm going to say it again. What might work for you, what might work for someone else, might not work for them or for you. I did not get my lucky bag. I didn't even try to get that lucky bag because I see a lot of just tribalness about keto and being vegan and this is what works and that's what works. And it's like, you have to do what works for you. Okay? And that's why I get a little uncomfortable suggesting nutrition things to people. Okay? Because it's not my place, first of all. I'm not a licensed nutritionist and dietitian, okay? I don't know your history. I don't know what foods are inflammatory to you. I don't know your lifestyle, right? It all depends. And I think it's really important to know what you see on the internet, what you read in books. When it comes to nutrition, people can get really tribal. A lot of influencers or authors or what have you, it sounds like you need to do this because this is the only way you're going to get what you want. It's not true. It's not true. It's simply not true. And there could be guidance. There could be recommendations. You can try things. If it doesn't work, it's the elimination system, right? You try it, doesn't work, you try it. But you have to remember, because people, when they do diet, they're like, diets don't work. Well, because diets are supposed to be lifestyle changes. Your changes are supposed to be long-term for you. You're looking to create long-term health plans. And with that, it's going to take a lot of work to figure out what works, what doesn't. So that's what I would suggest. And if anything, if we're going to round out the end of the year, yeah, I think, yes, I don't feel uncomfortable talking about my nutrition, but when people ask for my advice, I tell them to definitely get a specialist. Yes, cutting portions is important. I cut my portions as well. And it's hard because your body adapts, and if you feed it more food, it's going to expect more food. Hair update. Well, I finally cut these ends months ago. It only took me 2 years. Oh, thank you so much. I definitely want to do more chats where we talk about lifestyle stuff, and if you guys have any questions, I could try to tackle them on the chat. There is no magic to losing weight, and that's what people expect. That's what people expect with these flat tummy teas and all these things. It's not, it's, and let me tell, and I want to say this. Losing weight does not mean you have to be a size 0. Losing weight does not mean you have to be stickly thin. Losing weight does not mean you have to be shredded. Losing weight means you go down to a weight that is healthy for you. And I think that's what got lost in the body positivity movement. This is a very sensitive conversation. This is a very sensitive conversation, so I'm going to tread lightly. I'm going to tread lightly, friends. There are a lot of people with 6-packs and shredded bodies or what have you that are not healthy. It's not healthy, right? There's a fine line. The super fit elite people that perform and do all these things is not a sustainable lifestyle, so technically is not healthy. Just like people who are on the other side of the weight spectrum. You don't have to have a 6-pack to be healthy. And I think because we're given that image constantly, that's what people they're led to believe and what they need to look like. Okay? And I think that's a problem. It messes with you psychologically, right? If this is all you see, if you only see up butts and tight thighs and abs everywhere, where's the middle ground? Where are bodies that are healthy that don't necessarily look like that? You don't see them. You don't see them. And now we're seeing like both sides of the spectrum, okay? And not what's the center? What's the center? And I feel we need more. We definitely need more of that. And that's why I do not believe, and I'm going to explain myself, I believe healthy could exist in several sizes, but it does not exist in every size. I'm going to say that again. Health can exist in several different sizes, but is not in every size. And I say that especially because my mom, she has really bad IBS. She's very, very thin, and she's not healthy. Okay? And so technically, if I say healthy at every size, that's not true. And that goes to the other side of the spectrum, right? So when people say, you know, the BMI thing is BS, yes, it's not always an accurate form of gauging your weight and your fat percentage in regards to your height and your weight. If you are over a certain BMI, it's not healthy. And I'm not saying that to be insulting, okay? A lot of people know this, but it's hard to talk about because, again, with the body positivity movement, and people choose what they want to choose to do with their life, and that's fine. But I do not think, and I do not believe that health is in every size, because if the people in the positivity movement say that the skinny people and the shredded people are not healthy in every size, then you gotta reverse it as well. Yes. And it's crazy now that the word obese is now being considered a slur, which is crazy to me. I mean, a slur? It's a medical term. It's a medical term, and I want to make this very clear, okay? Being overweight, being fat does not give anyone the right to insult you. To being that weight does not give anyone a right to insult you, to insult your intelligence, to insult you as a human, to think you are less than human. And when people undergo that type of trauma about being called all these names in regards to their weight, and when they're being approached by the other feedback that's like, well, this is not healthy, they equate it to the traumatic insults that they get, and it's not the same. Yeah, Tina, people in the body positivity movement consider obese to be a slur because they are in denial of what the reality is for them. For me, body positivity is for those who have a disability, who have burn victims, or you have a skin condition or something. And so you embrace what you cannot change. But when it comes to your health, that is something we can change. I believe shaming, yes. And when people use weight as an insult, I think is really nasty. But I think it's also something to consider when you're evaluating your health, and it's something to not ignore. But again, I understand those people who they want to lose weight, but they don't know what to do because they're surrounded by all these crazy images and what have you. They're not giving something that's relatable and digestible. Exactly. So it's hard to decipher what's real or what's not in this social media age. And it's tough. And I think that's why it's good to have these types of chats, because I feel people feel differently. And I think it's important to get that out. You really can't. That's why someone who is the size that I am, sometimes I don't like to talk about it because like, well, what do you know, Alicia? And I'm like, well, as a fitness professional, I always strive to help anyone who is looking to improve their lifestyle and their weight. And I just want to help whoever is looking to make that happen. I don't want to convince you otherwise. You need a change, right? If you feel you're fine at whatever weight that you are, great. But if you want to make changes and you want my help on it, then I'm all for it. But I'm not going to sit there and be your mom, and say, well, you shouldn't have this and you shouldn't have that, and you should be doing this and you should be doing that. Well, here's the thing about Lizzo. Lizzo is an amazing artist. I think she does very well physically for her performing and everything at her size. And again, this is science, okay? This is science. Sometimes what your cholesterol and what your vitals look like now could very well change going forward, and they can change drastically. For someone who is in that weight category like Lizzo is, there's more of a high risk for those vitals to change more drastically than someone not who's super skinny, but for someone who is at a healthier weight category. And I'm speaking about healthier weight category, not a size 0, not even a size 2. I'm talking about bigger than that. So and Lizzo's vitals might be fine. Okay, but again, if she continues on this path, she is definitely in a higher risk of health conditions that will not be in her favor. Hi, Jan. Happy New Year's Eve. That's all I'm saying. Lizzo could do what she wants. Lizzo can do what she wants. She wants to make changes. But what's sad is if she does decide to make changes, she might get ridiculed for it. She might get ridiculed like, you're not embracing your body. You're not. No, it's nothing to do with that. Everyone has a right to change and to change their minds. So that's what I feel about. Yes, I think mental health is also needs to be tackled and sometimes often ignored when people strive to make these changes. It's a collaborative effort. It's a collaborative effort. You have to tackle mental, you have to tackle soul, you have to tackle body. Italy. We gotta find more products made in Italy because I can't say anything fun about the USA. Yes, Viseart palettes are on sale at Sephora. But now we're at, now we're at an hour and 10. And I think we're gonna start wrapping up. Because we spoke about a lot. We spoke about The Witcher, we spoke about The Human Centipede, we spoke about anime and comic book movies, body positivity. We talked about it all in this chat. Talked about it all. Yes, Tiffany, there's some Viseart on sale at Sephora. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, friends. I'm gonna put the live on my main channel, and I wanna say, Happy New Year to all. I love you guys so much. I can't begin to say how you made me thrive this year. How you made me change for the positive. How you just taught me so much about how to make myself better as a person. I am celebrating by eating cookies and popcorn and hanging out with Maddie. And be safe out there, and always know although I'm on the other side of the screen, you can reach out to me with whether DM or email. If you just want to chat, if you just want to vent, if you just want someone to hear you out on whatever, I am only a keyboard type away, okay? So just know that, and hopefully I will see you guys soon. I would like to do, my next video up will either be Best Brushes 2019, Sophia Nygaard ColourPop lipsticks, and the Fenty Beauty eyeshadow. So those are on deck. And yeah, so let me know what else you want to see down below in the comments when I upload this video. And Happy New Year, friends. I'm so happy we're rounding up the decade with you. Yes, more live streams in 2020 for sure. Thank you, everyone. Have a great new year. Oh, I'll be back on Friday. We're doing another live on Friday. Friday Night Chats is still on. Linda, thank you so much. Have a great one, friends. And stay safe and have a wonderful new year. And I'll see you in 2020.